Hey, this is Melissa Navia, and you are listening to the incredible SyFy Sistas.
Everybody, welcome to the SyFy Sistas podcast, where we give you our point of view. I'm Tamia Harper, and today I'm joined by my sisters, Yvette Blackman-Tom.
Hello.
Sabrina Wood.
Whoop, whoop.
And Fran T.
What's happening?
And we have a really special, the first special of the season show for you. We have a special guest here to talk about something near and dear to our heart that we're really excited about. Trek Long Island. Yay! Yay! Really excited for this convention, and I'm going to hand it over to Sister Yvette.
Oh, great. All right. So this is near and dear to my heart, bringing Stefanie Gangone on our show. This is Trek Long Island, which means it's going to be in the New York City area, my hometown. Makes me very proud that we're bringing Trek back to New York. So, Stefanie, how you doing?
I am absolutely delightful. How are you?
I'm great. So Stephanie and I met through a mutual friend of ours named Edwin Thrower. Is that
Thrower?
Say?
Yeah.
Right, Thrower, right? So Edwin and I know each other because we were on a panel. He was in a panel for Discovery, and I met him at that panel. And then he suggested that the SyFy Sistas get involved with Trek Long Island, which I thought was like the best match made in heaven.
He's a smart guy.
He really is. He really is. So, Stefanie, we brought you on today because we want people to know about who you are and why you decided to do a con in New York City. So,
it's actually on Long Island. It's on Long Island.
I know. Same thing.
Okay. I get to be saying I'm a New York Citier.
Right. Well, for New Yorkers, it's not the same thing, but for everybody else, they're going to New York,
I'll take what I can get.
Right. So, why don't you tell us about yourself?
All right. Well, I'm a children's librarian,
Yeah.
and I've been a children's librarian for 17 years. And years ago, I started I guess it's a association through the Suffolk County Library Association. I started a group called the Pop Culture Group, and eventually it evolved during the pandemic into something called Library for the Kind. Library for the Kind reaches out to children that are having difficulties with bullying that might have something to do with their gender, their race, their anything diversity, inclusion. So I was pulling out books and reviewing books for the parents and children to help them during pandemic and after pandemic. During the pandemic, obviously, I was finding a lot of books about depression and anxiety, and Library for the Kind blew up. And I said, it'd be so cool to do a convention. So what theme can I use? Let's see. It has to be something nice. And what is Star Trek but inclusion, diversity, and everything that, what I stand for, what Library of the Kind stands for. And that's why I'm here.
Oh, that's awesome. And I think we all love librarians.
Yes.
I know. Yes.
It's a great story. I love that.
Isn't it?
Yeah. So, tell us why you decided to do your, a Trek con, first of all, and why on Long Island? Because there are other cons on Long Island.
Yeah. I decided doing this version of SyFy because I live on Long Island. It's close to me. I found a location that we had done in the past. I worked for a Doctor Who convention, and it was a great location, and the hotel is just beautiful and accommodating. So we went to Hyatt Regency in Hauppauge. Mm-hmm. That's why.
That's cool. I mean, that's great because all of the cons that are out there on Long Island, they kind of tippy-toe around, how we got a little bit of Trek here, a little bit of Trek there. It's we never really, we get 1 star, maybe 2.
Yeah.
But to have a a con dedicated to our fandom. That's, New York City is where Trek Con started. So it's nice to have it, if not in Manhattan, at least close.
Yeah.
Close
and
by.
all the convention runners out here on Long Island are so supportive. I mean, we're an island, so we all have to stick together. We can't all compete with each other. We just can't. And so when I started this convention, I called one of the guys from the other local convention and another guy, and we talked, and some of them are getting involved. Some of them are helping me get people to volunteer. They're fantastic. We all work together.
I love that.
Great.
I love that community. It's that New York, fandom. Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's a true Star Trek spirit too.
And if I know some of those guys, and most of them are Trek fans, right? So it's really cool. It's really cool that they're doing nice. That. Yeah. That's really cool. Anybody have any questions for Stefanie?
Yes. Can you tell us what date?
What day? Oh man, I don't know. Now it's May 20th and 21st of 2023. I guess that's important, huh?
Yes. Yeah, Fran.
I want to know more about her. How long have you? First of all, kind of a crazy question. How are you a Trekkie, and how long have you been?
I am a Trekkie. And
okay.
I have been. I can't remember how long.
When did you start? Do you remember?
Oh, geez. I mean, I always watched when I was younger, but I'm going to say that I watched a lot middle school, high school. I'm 37 or 38 right now. So that's about.
She's like, I think so. Just wait.
I said.
Oh, no, wait, 47, 48. Oh, my God. I said 37. That's how I feel, though. When somebody asks me how old I am, that's how I feel.
That's awesome.
I understood.
Well, that's the new age then.
There you go. That's it.
Now.
That's it. That's the one to put down.
But I did
basically.
a lot. I'm an artist also, so I did a lot of work. I used to listen to Star Trek in the background. As a young kid, I'd watch some of the original series, but I think I really got mostly into it with Next Gen.
Okay.
Is Next Gen your Star Trek?
You believe it or not, it used to be, but I kind of fell for a Deep Space Nine.
Hey,
there you go.
I love the characterization. I love characterization, and they just got it there.
We liked you, Stefanie.
Yes.
No shade to TNG. No shade.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Not at all. However.
Well, that's cool. That's really cool. So, Stefanie, do you want to let us know who's going to be on? Who do you have already listed as guests? Anything? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Before we get into directly like guests, like, can you let us know like anything like programming wise, like what type of tracks are going at the con?
So Edwin Thrower is running our tracks. So I'm going to start with children's programming because I'm a children's librarian. Sorry, Edwin. But we have these two wonderful ladies named Dana and Dana, and they're going to be running our children's track. A little spoiler, Bonnie Gordon is actually going to be in one of the panels reading a book written by Rob Perlman, who will also be at the convention in the voices of the people in Prodigy. She has a whole bunch of crafts planned for the kids, and it's going to be fantastic. We want to make sure it really is a family event because I feel that you got to treat everybody the same, whatever age they are. And these children are going to grow with the convention. And we want them to remember us as a positive part of their lives.
Get them while they're young.
Yeah, get them while they're young. Yeah.
That's right.
And then Edwin's putting together a really great science track, real science. We're getting real scientists, it's wild. It's not just... Oh yeah, I went to a panel once and everybody was, it was supposed to be a 3D printing panel and nobody knew how to use a 3D printer. They just like 3D printers. So we don't have that. These people, we have some really great guests that are going to be talking about space, talk about the science of Trek. We're actually discussing doing a panel discussing what isn't good science in Trek, things like that.
Oh, I like that.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And all based on, and then we have our what we're calling the panel room Ds. They're going to be we're going to have mostly our inclusion. We're going to have a lot of, I want a lot of feminist talk. I do. I actually want to talk about Ferenginar, feminists. Ferenginar. I love it. I have a lot to say about that.
She loves Moogie.
She's so strong.
Yeah.
Ishka rules. We're talking. I just been speaking to the Pop Culture Coalition, who's coming, and they're going to be doing some. Actually, well, they're I'm going to have Raven Daughter at the show. They work with the Pop Culture Coalition. They're going to sit down on the panel with her and talk about what they do. And they'll be selling Be Kind shirts and all wonderful things. I love them. They are like I always say, where I do books for Library for the Kind. They're like film media. They're like the side that I don't touch, and they're just phenomenal. They're absolutely, I just adore them.
Is that that's Chase Masterson's group, right?
It is. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we'll have Raymond there, Raymond Lister. He'll be there, and he's a doll. I love him. And what else? What else am I doing? Oh my goodness, I don't remember. Well, obviously we'll have vendors, putting vendors together. A lot of author panels. We'll have
Great.
I'm going to have a whole podcast row. So all the podcasts are all together, and I'd like to have it so podcasters can record at the event if they'd like to have an area for that. What else? This is where I need Edwin. He's my program director. So there's just so much, but soon we're going to be doing call outs for fan panels. So people want to keep an eye out for that.
Cool. And you have an event. You have an event the evening of Saturday, I believe.
Yeah, Saturday night. There's two events going on. One is our normal stage show for all the attendees. We'll have he's going to have all sorts of. I'm not sure what he's doing on the main stage yet, honestly. What Edwin's doing, he's working out. I don't remember. But we also have something called a Q Pass, where people can upgrade their pass to get more perks. We're going to a special dinner, which we're working on getting guests to the dinner, but it's nothing that we could promise yet. That at the dinner we're going to have obviously first come like basically a fast pass for getting autographs, getting your photo ops. We'll block off the first 5 rows of seats in the auditorium, and some other things we're going to be doing with the Q Pass. That'll be coming out probably in a couple of weeks. We have to wait till we announce one of our main guests. I wonder who.
I don't know.
Speaking of guests, who do you have on the? Who do you have that you can tell us about?
Oh, I want to laugh. I'm going to the website because otherwise I'll forget somebody. I know it. So let's start with that. We got Oded Fehr coming.
Yeah, baby.
Somebody called him the Odedmiral today on TikTok or something goes on. And like the Odedmiral. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. I'm going to use that from now on. And then I got Doug Jones, who's been in practically every single thing in the universe. So
I love him.
Love him. Raven Daughter, I mentioned her earlier.
Oh, I can't wait to meet her.
Oh God, she's so nice. I cannot wait.
Yeah, we are big
mentioned
fans of her.
Bonnie Gordon, who's coming to the event. She's the proto star.
Yes. And Raven Daughter, tell people who Raven Daughter who she plays.
I'm sorry. Raven Daughter plays the Dr. Tracy. Oh my goodness, her last name just popped out of my head.
Pollock,
thank you.
Pollock, isn't it Pollock?
Mm-hmm. Pollock, Dr. Pollock.
Tracy, yeah.
Dr. Pollock.
She's phenomenal, and I cannot wait to meet her. We got Fumziele Stiole, who plays. I'm so funny. I'm trying to remember, but he's.
Oh, she's the general.
Yes, and she was just like she was well loved.
The general of Earth, right?
Yeah. I think she's coming back too. I mean, she was really loved. She really made a great impression.
She's such a great character and such a great actress. She's wonderful.
And this is her first convention. The Trek Long Island's going to be her first convention. I can't wait. I want to spoil her. I'm so psyched.
That is exciting.
Yes. So let's see who else I got. Let me go to, I just brought on Isa Briones.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Okay. I'm very excited. I was surprised. She was a surprise because she just happened to be with Evan Evagora when I contacted him about coming to the show.
Oh, okay.
So he's coming also.
All right.
Lisa and Evan coming.
From Picard. Both of them from Picard.
Yeah.
Yes, they both have Picarders.
Yeah.
That's nice. They're still hanging out.
Yeah, I cannot wait to. We spoke to Evan on Zoom, and he's just the nicest person. Really, everybody's going to just fall in love with him.
Oh.
Then we got my personal idol, Sandy Gimple. She is my idol. I love her. I love everything about her, and I want to be her.
Tell us who Sandy is.
Sandy was their salt vampire. And I think she's
my gosh, what
on Trek as the Salt Vampire, of course.
It's so awesome.
She's still performing. She's still a stunt actor.
I thought she's a stunt actor.
I saw that. I think
she's amazing.
That's so
's
cool.
I won't say her age, but she's up there. But she's still she was just
37.
in the Weird Al movie.
She's 37.
37 years old.
That was 38,
She is though, but seriously, she is. She's amazing.
Oh, that's so
Never do
cool.
what she does. Could you imagine? She's still stunting.
Yeah.
She's my actual idol. I want to be her.
That's so cool.
You
Then
get to be 39.
I'm staying 37 for the rest of the season.
I am. So whenever you see me, I'm 37 forever.
Yep. You and me, Stephanie.
And we also have Tanya Lamani, and which is really cool. Tanya was the belly dancer in the original series.
Oh.
She's bringing the costume.
Oh,
She's going to bring the costume.
cool.
Okay. All right now.
That's
Belly
so cool,
dancing
right?
lessons. I like it.
She's so nice. I spoke to her a couple times.
I heard the music in my head.
Right. Exactly.
And that's what I
Right.
for now.
Exactly.
Listeners, you cannot see what's happening on the screen. It's just Fran trying to do the belly dance.
Are you going to wear the costume to the event too?
No,
No, let's
Belly
hear
and I, me and Belly in the same sentence? No.
It'd be too much belly dancing if I was.
Right?
After the word mutt.
All right.
Who else we got?
Those are my actors, but I have a ton of authors. Like I said, Rob Perlman, John Peel, Michael Jan Friedman, Dave Rash, Nick Parisi, Dominic Stefano, and Mark Eldowitz.
All right.
Michael Jan Friedman. He
That's a nice
wrote
list.
one of my favorite books, Death in Winter.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good book.
I'm looking forward to him. And we're going to have Alan Howard, sound designer and composer, and a virtual guest. We're having Michael Westmore.
Nice.
Very cool.
Michael
That's what I got.
Westmore?
Yeah, Sabrina. Yeah.
Sabrina. Look at Sabrina. Yes, Sabrina.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's virtual. We like him there, but he doesn't want to travel. He's not much of a
That's
traveler.
okay.
Right.
I know. Looking forward to
Wow.
him.
The legend. Wow.
Oh,
That's
really,
awesome.
man?
Yep. So, Stephanie, since we went and told everybody who is already on the program, how about you tell us who's going to be there? I mean, you got some secrets you're ready to give.
I have one I can mention. He has very dreamy eyes, and his name is David Ajala.
Oh, she just went right for it.
Oh, why would I not? I'm telling you, I'm going to see him. He's going to talk to me. I'm going to hear nothing, and I'm just going to melt in his dreamy eyes. Nothing.
David Ajala, book from Discovery, will be at Trek Long Island.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Everybody's going to ask about the cat. Everybody.
I don't care about no damn cat.
Now, thank you. Like,
Everybody
thank
care
you.
about
I
no
mean,
damn cat.
no disrespect to Grudge, because Grudge is a queen and I love Grudge.
Yeah.
And that's all fine and dandy, but I'm just saying it's David Ajala. So
Yes.
And
So
don't bring that cat. Don't bring the cat. Just you. That's all. Ooh.
I have a fan with
David Ajala, if you're listening.
And we know you are.
Just know that we want you to come without the cat.
I have a Grudge fan that they send. I'll bring the fan. Grudge is
You bring the
Aw.
Grudge fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to meet Grudge, but I'm just saying, if it's a choice between David Ajala and Grudge,
And Grudge.
I'm gonna go. I mean, I'm a cat person. I love cats.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know,
I like them too. I love them.
But it's David Ajala. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
And Rob
I mean,
Perlman
I
wrote
had
a
a
book about Grudge, so you can buy the Grudge book from Rob Perlman.
There you go.
Okay.
There you
I
go.
have that book. I'm gonna have to bring. Yes, I have the book.
I had almost a complete meltdown in Chicago, at Mission Chicago, when we met David Ajala.
Oh my God.
And I don't know, words came out of my mouth. I don't know really what I was saying. And it was like an out of body experience. And then the man rolled up his banner from behind his signing table and came over and gave it to us. And I literally lost my mind. Like, if you're old enough to remember when Oprah Winfrey used to give away cars and stuff on her show, and these people would be like, in tears,
falling
and just,
out and all that. Yeah.
David's probably like, it's a banner.
I know, and that's how I was. Like,
No, he wasn't.
I mean,
He knew what it meant. He really did, because he looked at us. He knew what it meant. We were not expecting that at all. Believe me. Yeah.
And he was, we were at last year before last. So he had this huge long line. We like, well, we can't get in that line because we had something else to do. And we kind of stood on the side until we got his attention. And we were like, Dave, and we was like, hi. And he stood up and he like, oh, hi, like he couldn't, because he had this line in front of us, but he acknowledged us so well. You remember that, Sabrina?
Yes, I do. I do. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, he saw us, Sabrina.
That's all we needed.
That's all we. He actually saw and acknowledged the two of us standing there, drooling.
Stupid.
Oh my goodness.
Needless to say, we are excited. That's a huge get.
That is a huge get.
You
Yeah.
have a bunch of big name people, and like that's a good.
A lot of discovery people.
What'd you say, Stephanie? Say it again.
More. We got a Strange New Worlds coming, and we got 2 more original series. And I'm talking to somebody about a discovery, but that's a maybe. That's a big old, big maybe. Oh, wait, I might also have somebody from the movies.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Look at you.
Now
that I'm working on right now too.
That's big energy right there. I love it. I love it. So I heard that there was going to be these 4 Black ladies were going to be there too. Who are these 4 Black ladies?
I don't know if we're going to invite them. I hear they're crazy. All the posters.
That's what I heard.
I heard something. Maybe you can enlighten us on what's going to happen with those.
About
Yeah,
some kind of sisters
I think they're called the SyFy Sisters. I think they're coming. I think they're going to be at the event. So what are you going to do at my event?
Whatever you want us to do.
whatever.
Who were we talking to yesterday? Oh my goodness, I don't remember who me and Edwin were talking to. It was somebody, and we were saying he kept giving you guys stuff to do, and he realized they're doing everything. They're not gonna, they're going to have the whole convention.
Yeah, so I saw so Edwin sent me the schedule. I think it was yesterday. I was like, "Ooh, wow, okay, thanks." I was like, we are some busy ladies on this one, but we are. I mean, I am so thrilled and honored that you thought of us and thought enough of us to include us on your first venture. We hope we won't let you down, and we want to spoil you because we're gonna. We're definitely going to do our best. Well, we always do our best. So it's going to be fun. I think it's a great merger. We're going to have a great time. I love bringing the sisters up to New York and having a good New York time. So it's going to be great, Steph. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy we met, and I love librarians. I tell her that every time.
They just about saved my life when I was a little girl in elementary school.
Me too.
Books.
Books.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Take me away. Take me. Like they say, Calgon, take me away.
Yep.
Books took me away.
Definitely. Librarians
I love
definitely
kids
saved
come
my
running
life.
to the library screaming. I had one the other day screaming. And I'm like, I love that. I love this.
Isn't that great?
Safe place. Definitely a safe place.
It's such a space. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they help you. I just remember looking up at these ladies and being in so awe of them when I was in the librarian school. It was like, oh, look, you might like this one. Take this, and I'm like, oh, okay. And was mad because I could only get like 3 books at a time.
Right.
So,
always.
Yes.
Always mad because I can only take a certain amount of books.
Yes.
And
my dream is to have a library where every child walking into that library has a book that they could see themselves in. And it's just finally, I got to say, the last few years, you're seeing more books for every child, everyone. I want to tell a story. It's really cute and really tear-jerky. Cool. Ready? We had a class visit, and a little child comes in with this class, and he's just sweetest thing, so sweet. And all the kids were making a project, and he was doing what the girls were doing. And he was making a really cute, pretty mermaid and this and that. And he snaps his little finger and goes, "What do you think?" He must have been third grade. So I brought over a picture book. Oh, no, first or second grade. I brought over a picture book about a little boy mermaid. And he puts it down. He puts his hand on the cover and goes, "He looks like me." And I was like, oh my God, this is what I do this for. This is why.
Wow. Because, I'm a little older. And the first time that I actually saw stuff in a book was I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings, Maya Angelou. And I was a teenager at that point. But I really, even down to a part where her and her brother was acting up at church, and there was a similar incident with my brother and I. And this is me and my brother acting up in church. But it was hilarious then. When she wrote it, it was hilarious when I did it because it was me that was actually acting up and made him laugh. So, of course,
really? Who would have guessed?
In church,
Shocker.
So.
And what is Trek but something that everybody could see themselves in? And that's why I chose
everybody.
Yep.
And I think it's so perfect. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why we're so excited to be a part of this. I'm so excited about this convention because of the group of people who are running it. And, because we know what's in your heart and what you're trying to do and how you're trying to make change in this world. And we're all with that. Everything about it.
Thank you. I'm blushing. Nobody could see that, but I am. It's here.
And I can piggyback back because Edwin asked me to interview. I'm not going to say who. Edwin asked me to interview someone, and I was a little apprehensive because I'm like, well, my age and I got all this gray hair and this person isn't. And he said, we need inclusiveness. That's the generational thing. He said that, he said some other stuff too, but I won't go into that. But he said, you're the one for it. And I said, okay, I'll do it, So I'm excited.
Amazing.
It's going to be great event.
Let's just go now.
Right.
Yeah.
So
call David, tell him to show up.
Before we go, Stefanie, I just want to make sure that everyone knows exactly what's going on. So if you could just give a rundown of everything real quick, go.
Okay, so this is Trek Long Island. We're having the convention on May 20th and 21st, 2023. You could buy your tickets now at treklongisland.com. We also have our Q Pass starting in mid-month if you want to wait a little while. But if you bought your pass, you can upgrade. And what else? I'm in Hauppauge, New York, Long Island. Hyatt Regency.
Just say the website again so everyone knows.
treklongisland.com.
There you go. Okay, folks, that's it. Make sure you're there or be square.
Yay!
May 21st to 23rd.
You're a Herbert if you're not there. I love it.
May 21st through 23rd. We're going to be there. I know exactly where I'm going to be.
That's
Hyatt
right.
Regency, baby.
That's it. Oh, yeah. What? The Hyatt Regency, right?
Hyatt
okay.
Regency.
Perfect. Anybody else? Anything else? Everybody's good?
Thank you.
We're good. We're just excited. We can't wait. Come on, May. Let's go.
We'll give me time to get everything organized. How about a little slower?
Yeah, right. I can imagine. May will be here before you know it.
I know.
All right.
Year.
So, folks, we want you guys to come out and join us too. It's going to be a lot of fun. Even if you're not from the East Coast, use this as an opportunity to come take that long-awaited East Coast trip. We know we got folks who are listening on the other side of the country. Y'all can do it too. Right. Come on over. You know, we'll be happy to see you. I really want to see some of my California Trek friends that I've only met online. I'd love to meet y'all in real life. So
some of our European friends too. New York is great in May.
People love to come to Long Island to go to the wineries too. So
yes, wineries not far and not far from the city either. So it's a nice little trip. And May is a great month to come to New York.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, because it's not too cold and it's not too hot. It's like perfect weather,
and not too many tourists either. It's really not too many. Get ready to be, but not too many. All right. Thank you, everyone. And I'm going to sign off with, you can find us at SyFysistas.com. That's SyFysistas.com. Join us on the mothership. That's MUTHASHIP. And the SyFy Sistas Book Club, both on Facebook. Download the Trek Geeks Network app, where you can find us and our family of podcasts on the Trek Geeks Network. On Instagram and TikTok, SyFy.Sistas. And we are also on the Twitter at SyFy Sistas. Become a patron of SyFy Sistas today at patreon.com/SyFy Sistas. After listening to this podcast, please rate us and write a review. We may just read it on an upcoming episode.
And of course, we got to give a shout out to the baddest engineer in all the universes. That's Dose, the anonymous one, who's responsible for all of our music and all the production services that we have on this show. So if you need production skills, check him out on Instagram. He's at Dose_the anonymous _1. And you can look him up too. Yeah, that's it. You can look him up too, because he's really good. So you guys should use him. Okay. We love you guys. Thanks for listening. Hope you come to the con. Peace, love, and hair grease.